Alright, what is up, my friends? Welcome to Your Deck Live, a show where I play Your Deck live on stream. That's right. Today we're playing some knights. That's right. We're going to be drawing our swords and jousting and doing other things that knights do. And this deck was submitted by Schmibble. And I'm not going to lie, I've changed this deck a little bit because the Schmibble's version was trying to play Steel Leaf Champion, which, while it is a fantastic Magic card, is very, very hard to cast, and the mana base just frankly really didn't work. Really, in order to play a CCC card, basically every single land in your entire deck has to tap for that color. There really aren't any exceptions, and there were far too many non-green sources in the deck. So it is a knight. It is really cool. Maybe if we get more Cavern of Souls style lands, like Unclaimed Territory, things like that, might be possible to, support that. But as it stands, I want to make sure all of our cards are castable. So yeah, so we're the broccoli and the mana cost is good for you. I do like broccoli. So we smooth things out a little bit. And we have basically a Boros Knight deck that's splashing green for Collected Company. Of course, Company, very, very good. Company doesn't see as much play in Pioneer as you'd expect. It is a very powerful card, but there's definitely some limitations for it in the format. It requires a lot of 3-drops, and usually it's splashed in decks, so the mana is not always great. But we're rocking it here, and just a nice aggressive deck here. A lot of Knights, a lot of more recent cards. One cool thing also is that all the knights are humans, making Thalia's Lieutenant really good. And the tokens created by Worthy Knight are also human. So 12 1-drops, 12 2-drops, 8 of which pump the team, 4 of which make more creatures. And then our 3-drops are also pump the team effects. And History of Benalia, of course, very, very powerful. We got the 4 companies and 2 Venerated Loxodons. Obviously, we have a lot of 1-drops, a lot of 2-drops. And Venerated Loxodon plays phenomenally with Worthy Knight. Make a few tokens and go bananas. So nice and simple. 23 lands. Might be a little high, but we got some pretty strict mana requirements here. Got to have mostly white sources for Benalish Marshal. You got to have red on turn 1, hopefully, for Fervent Champion. It is still good later on in the game, and of course green on turn 4 or 5 for Collected Company. So that's the main deck. Sideboard's got a few different things in it. Obviously, white has a lot of great sideboard cards. Now, one of the restrictions of playing Company and a creature beatdown deck is you got to have creatures in your sideboard. You can't just board in a bunch of spells, otherwise your companies don't work anymore. So we have Fiendslayer Paladins, good against mono red, mono black, things like that. We have Knight of Grace, really good against Fatal Push decks, and we got Knight of Autumn, obviously a good disenchant, can gain life, so on and so forth. So that's our creatures, and then our non-creatures are a couple Damping Spheres, Rest in Pieces for combo decks, a couple Declaration Stones if you really need to kill something, and then 2 copies of Gideon of Trials, doing double duty against both combo and control decks, and Gideon Zendikar. Just a really, really good card. So that's the deck. Let's battle here on Your Deck Live. Again, the show where I play Your Deck live on stream. Happy Sunday, and I want to remind everyone, today we are raising money. That's right. Give me your money. We are raising money for judges now. Of course, judges, all the events have been canceled for the next month or so, and that sucks. A lot of judges. I mean, obviously it sucks for us as players. We can't go to the event and play, but there's a lot of judges out there who would be judging these events and being paid for it, and they're not being able to do that. So obviously, coronavirus has affected all of us, whether directly or indirectly, because there's a lot of people not going to work, a lot of people not going out to spend money. So we're just raising some money here. If you have a little money, you can chip in. Go nuts. Watching on YouTube. I'll put a link to the GoFundMe in the YouTube. But real simple, and more important than raising money for good. Oh my God, you guys are awesome. More important than raising money for charity is beating Ross Merriam. We're in a little contest with Ross Merriam right now to see who can raise more money, and we're crushing him. Go team! Y'all are awesome. Thank you guys so much. We just started. We're already raised $225. That's great. So, very, very cool. Appreciate that. Thanks so much. And we'll keep an eye on that as it goes. If you're in chat and you donate, please just at me. Let me know you donated. I'll add you to a little list that's right here because there's no like alert function through your GoFundMe. All right, cool. Lunderbolt, thanks for the resub. Paler, thanks for following. Appreciate that. Let's go. Play some knights. Let's light them up. Miss Sinister, I got you, my friend. Thank you. You're on the list. Over here. Over here. Over here. Let's go. Appreciate it. I appreciate all y'all. Thank you so much. Lane the Man says, Jim, you continue to be a pillar of this format. Thanks, Lane. 1 year resub for Lane the Man. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Oh my god, matchmaking failed. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yes, nice Sunday. Obviously, we'll be streaming more because I can't really travel anymore because they've canceled everything. So, what's up, Kill Switcher? All right, opponent mulligans to 6. Let's go. No 1-drops, but Worthy Knight, Inspiring Veteran, opponent mulligan to 6. We're going to keep. It's not great, but we're going to keep. My kingdom for a canopy land, you know? Schmibble says, as long as you can do better than the red-green deck, you'll be happy. I'm going to predict a 4-1 with this deck. Tibble, the Fiend-Blooded, with the donation. Thanks so much. Appreciate that. Not going to bother putting in amounts or anything. It's more about being able to donate than how much you can donate. So, appreciate that. Thank you so much. Idyllic Grange. So, Mono White Devotion. Let me drew a land, obviously. Tilt. Alright. Good news is they don't have much removals. Hopefully our Worthy Knight can go pretty wide here. No worries, Lane the Man. I love you. Pretty awkward hand for them. Idyllic Range into Nykthos. Come on. Really? 2 lands in a row? Alright. If I draw a 1-drop next turn, all will be forgiven. And they don't kill my Worthy Knight. Yeah, 6 land is a little too many. God damn it. Oh boy. Alright. Draw company. Venerated Loxodon. That'd be really good if they didn't kill my thingy, but it's fine, I guess. It's not the best hand. We kept the medium one and drawing a couple lands in a row, not too great. They don't have much removal either. So them actually having the removal spell for my my creature is not, you know, not a given. God, come on. I mean, playing Lieutenant just pumped the veteran. It feels awful. Rough end, rough end. Clyde Frog, what's up, my friend? On the bright side, they're missing land drops. The problem is we're not pressuring them enough. And usually, screw beats flood. Unless we kill them. And we're not killing them right now. So, oh, man. Alright, we're just going to play the Lieutenant and just try and play a Loxodon next turn, I guess. Feels real bad. We need to draw company, like, now. Like, now. Marty, did you donate? Marty! What is this? Why does Screw beat flood? Because when you flood, you often don't have enough cards to actually kill them, and you have no spells, and they have all spells. So eventually they're going to draw lands, and eventually, once they start drawing lands, they're going to have a full hand of 7 cards, and you have no spells, and you lose. So, obviously, if you're able to kill them before they draw lands, then sure, but Marty, thanks my friend, appreciate it. You guys are all awesome. You know that? I really appreciate you all. Y'all great. Marty! Appreciate it. End step. Spell. That's a spell. And the problem is they might kill my thing in response to this, but whatever. Fervent Champskis. Dark Soul, you're a sub now. What's up, my friend? What's your name? Where you from? Welcome. Alright, so they're going to kill my Lieutenant, which is annoying, but let's do that. And we're going to play a Venerated Loxodon. So, obviously we've drawn an unbelievable amount of lands, but we still have a lot of power in play, and they're mana scarce. They never drew out of it. So, fortunate for us. Fortunate for us. But yeah, when you're mana flooded, you don't have many options. You just have no spells. When you're screwed, at least you can do things and kind of work your way out of the game, assuming you can draw a land or two eventually, which you usually can. Company up top. That's still a good one. Kill Switcher, yes. We have the best community, just period. Just end of story. Y'all are just so great. Alright, so we're going to bring in, I guess, a couple declarations. We don't really handle their combos super well. I guess Knight of Autumn's pretty good too, right? Hit their, like, Silk Wraps and stuff. You're from Southern Australia? Awesome. An Aussie. 1 GP a year. Well, not right now. Not right now. I could see going down on our Fervent Champions, maybe. Because they are going to have a lot of blockers. Like, if they play a 3-bit Inspector, our Fervent Champion does not look super good. Let's bring in the Knights and the Declarations, I suppose. I'm not sure what we're killing with Declaration. I guess Heliod. It's a big one. Let's go with the Fervent Champions. We're going to slow down a little bit, but want to keep all the pump effects. You know, if we got to push through their blockers and stuff, we can go a little bigger. So, yes, I love Venerated Loxodon. Me and Venerated Loxodon are like this. Like this. Let's see how we're doing here. Oh no, did I close it? Oh god. I did close it. What am I doing? Oh, that's a much better hand. There we go. Cut a land. I can see cutting a land out of a draw sometimes. But there it is. Oh my god. Y'all are insane. We're killing it. We're beating Ross. The most important thing. Y'all great. Thank you so much. Gotta beat Ross. Gotta beat Ross. We're keeping. 2 1-drops, a 2-drop, and a 3-drop with 2 Lords. Perfect. I am Lord. Playing mulligans to 6 this game as well. That's a nice plains. I respect their choice of plains here. Respect it a lot. Another veteran. And our hand's good. Alright, Venerable Knight. How long is the contest? I have no idea. This is totally impromptu. Anafenza. Okay. I guess we're just going to give him the old Inspiring Veteran. I mean, if they like fast combo us, we can't really do anything about it, but oh, that's cool. That's great. They traded, made our veteran a 3/3? Sure. Daxos. Lieutenant? Man, this hand's insane. Alright. So we're going to play the old Inspiring Veteran. And then Bodyguard up on the other Inspiring Veteran. And we killing some fools right now. What's up, Scooter? Yeah, and then next weekend we're doing a tournament run by Scooter in chat right now. Are we like funding? I mean, not funding. Raising money for we're raising funding for coronavirus stuff, right? Scooter. They're gonna pump their Daxos. Fancy. That's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of great streamers involved in that. A lot of good personalities. Todd's going to be commentating on his main channel. We're all going to stream the tournament on our channels. Direct Relief is the name of the charity. Awesome. Love it. Good stuff. And Scooter, big ups for running it too. That's really, really awesome. It's going to be really, really cool. And it's really awesome to see our community come together and just set stuff like this up. Realistically. You know, this is awesome. Baffling End, that is a card they can get with that. Alright, so they have this really big Daxos. But we can marshal up here. Yeah, alright. White, white, white. And now we can smash. They can double block our veteran, I suppose, but excuse me. It's a pretty significant attack. They can also baffling in my marshal, but we're gonna lieutenant next turn anyway and probably kill them. So Yeah, the MTG Melee tournament software does look pretty sweet. So, you know, it's not perfect out there right now. Obviously, things are not ideal, but it's awesome to see the community come together and just make stuff awesome. All right, there's your Baffling End. Hits the Marshal, but we're going to play Thalia's Lieutenant and probably just kill them. So we can also just draw like any other creature too. So just a 1-mana 5/4. Gideon of Betrayals. This is interesting if they're going to make an emblem here and make our life a little difficult. It's going to be funny when we put them to 0 life. Cool. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. I'll add you to the list. Alright, they're going to print the damage from my 4/4. Which is fine. Untap. Any 2-mana spell. Okay, that's still fun. So, can we kill them? They have a huge butt here. But we get to pump everything up. Ross is between rounds. And tell Ross to get his butt in here. I was trying to talk to him, but he was too busy playing his match. Look at me, I'm trying to win. I guess putting them to 0 first is better. Of course. Scooter, of course. Daxos does not have lifelink now. I mean, they can, like, double block and kill something, but... Alright, they go to 5. That's true, they can't double block. Another Gideon. Okay. This is getting interesting. They're going to emblem up. So the emblem says that as long as they control a Gideon, they can't lose. Even if they're at, like, negative, you know, 1,000,000 life. And now they have Daxos plus other Gideon. We need to draw a spell here, I think. I mean, that is a spell. Probably want to fire in on Ally of Zendikar because they keep making blockers. And we got to kill the Gideons anyway to win the game, so let's just start there, I guess. Ross says he will talk to me tonight. Lame. Alright, thing is that, so we can go, like, attack them for 5, and then ally, ally, ally. They can block twice but still dies. And then they take 5, or they just block Daxos on the thingy. Also, I mean, they could block Daxos and Knight on Inspiring Veteran just to kill it, which would kind of suck, but... yeah, I didn't think I was attacking with this, but now I'm thinking about it, maybe I should have attacked with this also. It's like, obviously like a free block, they can just kill it. But... is there a better way to split up these? I mean, we got to kill Ally Zendikar. It's making a token and gaining a life every turn, so I guess we'll just do this. They're going to have to block and kill something anyway, so... want to draw a company, like, really, really bad. Would be pretty nice. This is interesting. Oh, I guess this one's protected, right? Yeah, sure. Okay, that's fun. So kill the Knight. So we get to kill Gideon and deal them 5? Alright. That's pretty cool. So they're at 2. Yes, Bodyguard is protecting this Vanguard. So. Oh, typo? Whoopsie. Glare of Heresy. That's a card I haven't seen in a long time. Well, now our stuff's kind of smaller, honestly. But they only have 1 card in hand, so... they're at 2. Again, we just really want to draw a spell. There are a lot of really good ones. So stopping the damage from the 3-2. And they're going to play a second copy of Daxos just to gain for 2 life. Okay. Did it. Do we do this now or in combat? Okay, let's we want to kill them and Gideon. Interesting. I mean, whatever humans we hit will pump Lieutenant, and then we have 3 other lieutenants, 2 other veterans, and 3 other marshals to hit. We have a lot of lords we can possibly hit here. Figuring out the exact attack we should do is probably impossible. We want to kill Gideon. We also want to kill them. I think we go them. Oh, Fervent Champion. No, I boarded those out. And then attack Gideon because they may not respect the fact that this might actually kill the Gideon. I don't know what's right, honestly. We'll just do this. See what happens. Yeah, the Fervent Champions are on the board. We boarded them out. Alright, so this could kill them if we hit well. We hit well. They are dead. Marshal, Lieutenant. Boom, shakalaka. Everything gets huge. Gideon dies, and they die. Love it. Love it. It's great. Fantastic. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. My name's Jim Davis. If you're watching on YouTube, what is up, my friends? Please take a second. If you're watching on YouTube, like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe. Helps me out a ton. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you follow Your Deck Live, show where I play Your Deck live on stream. Naya Knights for Schmibble. 1-0. Let's go. Of course, Briefcase Sam, it's my pleasure. I'm very happy to help the community, as always. Judges are an integral and underappreciated part of our community. Let's go. Round 2. Depending on Once Upon a Time Modern, what decks do I think will fill the void left by green Once Upon a Time decks? I think most of the Once Upon a Time decks just stay the same, right? Like, you're still playing Amulet, you're still playing Death Shadow, you're still playing, I guess the Devoted Druid combo decks just revert back to what they were beforehand. I just don't think it changes that much. I don't think that Once Upon a Time necessarily enables any decks. It just makes them all more consistent. I'm not sure, though, honestly. Not totally sure. Remember, folks, check out CoolStuffInc.com, CoolStuffInc.com, number one source for all your game shopping needs, and new promotion. This is really cool. Use our promo code. It's Jim5. You get 5% off your order. But you'll also get a free Jim Davis Goblin token with your order. Every time. CoolStuffInc.com. Go buy some Magic cards, buy some games. Check it out, CoolStuffInc.com. Let's go. Ooh. So close to being a good hand. So close to being a good hand. We're going to mulligan. We're on the play, which is nice. Oh my god. We draw any land. This hand is just like bananas. We get to go Knight into Veteran Token into Venerated Loxodon, but we're on 6 on the play. I mean, we can't keep a 1-lander here. We just need to draw a land. It's Riley DK. That's a familiar name from chat. They say I like your stream in chat. All right, we're gonna mulligan again. All right. I mean, as far as stinky hands go, this is a reasonable 5. So we're gonna keep I guess Foundry Sunpetal Grove. And hope there's no wild slashes in our future. Nanachi's Power. Thanks so much, my friend. I do. I have to say my name, say my name. Donate to help the judges. Gonna raise some money. Say my name, say my name. Alright, I mean, our hand's really good for 5 cards. No Silk Wrap, please, or whatever you got. Blue-white, okay. That's, I mean, I guess the Supreme Verdict deck's not bad for us, so. We're gonna we'll play around Censor. Yeah, Verdict's tough on a mulligan to 5. We'll try. We'll see what we can do. All right, Zora's Charm's fine. I don't hate that. It's not ideal, but Glacial Fortress. Yeah, I mean, this is like a hard game one for us. They're just a Verdict deck, which is obviously difficult. I guess we're gonna Worthy Knight again after we attack. Worthy Knight. Go ahead, Wrath me. Could have played History, but it walks into Censor or a counter spell. Speaking of a devil. Cycle Farmland. Please don't Supreme Verdict me. Damn it. No, yes, oh, yes, okay. Yeah, sure. Lieutenant. Pretty sure we're going to History here, so just kill Teferi, attack them, and let's play History. History obviously plays around Wrath a little bit, because obviously it's cool, makes token post Wrath. Threatens a lot of damage. Our hand's still pretty reasonable. It's not a bad mulligan at 5, honestly. For 5 cards in a tough matchup, I think we're doing pretty good this game. Teferi again, sure. Bouncing my Knight token. And playing Glacial Fortress with 6 cards in hand. Whew. That is so many cards. Now the question is, if they had a Wrath, would they have Wrath last turn? So, as an aggro player against a Verdict deck with no way to stop a Verdict and no way to recover super well, you need to kind of make the decision of when's the point you're going to shove all your stuff in and just decide they don't have it. We will kill them next turn if they don't have it, I think. If we just jam everything. And they can't dig yet. So we basically have to have the Verdict next turn, I think, if we just jam everything. And if we try and play slow, we just have so many cards in their hand, they just can't take the time we lose. We're going to go for it. Yeah, we're going to go for it. We're going to play Veteran, play Worthy Knight, and then Veteran, I guess. I guess that exposes Veteran to Censor. So maybe we should actually play the Veteran first. Let's play Veteran Lieutenant, just really, really rock it. Ooh, they're F6'd. Alright. Just have at it. Just do it. Go ahead, Verdict me if you got it. Attack them. Killing Teferi, I guess, is... I guess we'll kill Teferi. They might have it, but I don't think that we really have a choice, honestly. If we slow down, they just have so many cards in their hand, and there's one dig through time, and we're just toast. So I think that last turn was not a bad turn for them to cast Verdict if they did have it, because then the Teferi will eat the second history token. So that's my inkling. Maybe incorrect. Maybe incorrect. We'll see. We'll see. I imagine Verdict will be on the table already, so I'm going to assume they don't have it. Because it's a pretty easy spot to Verdict, with History going off and 5 creatures in play, so... Cycle land. Cycle Censor. Alright, sweet. That's how you gotta do it. Mulligan to 5 with the 30 creature deck against the Verdict deck. Just make him have it. Just make him have it. So, I think we played very well that game. Not to toot my own horn, but I think that we're pacing our threats up until the point we thought that they had Verdict. Or thought that they didn't have Verdict, and then we just went for it. And it worked. So, better lucky than good, you know. And now we're going to sideboard in some better cards against Wrath of God. So, Gideon Zendikar, and Gideon of Trials. And then I think we have some interest in Knight of Autumn. Maybe. I'm not sure how many enchantment. Maybe not that much, actually. And we're going to cut some of the clunkier cards. I would say that like Venerated Loxodon does not play super well against Verdicts. Marshal's fine, I think. Marshal's also a good hit off company. You want to keep all the 1-drops for sure. Want to keep the Bodyguards. Those are good against Verdict. Marshal's a better singular threat than Lieutenant is. Although we are adding some more 3s to our deck. Maybe we should kind of land too, honestly. We should kind of land him a draw. It's gonna go. So the game's gonna go long. Yeah, I should kind of like that. Let's kind of land him a draw. Sweet. Let's go. Just like we drew it up. Awesome. Definitely a pretty solid little beatdown deck we have here. Not gonna lie. It's a lot of lords. A lot of lords. Thanks for the follows, everyone. Captain Goof, Vulgo, Avcole. How's it going, everyone? Yeah, that works. History of Benalia is pretty good. Obviously, we boarded a land out, still drew 4 lands, but he's going to turn 1 Knight, turn 2 Protect It, which is pretty cool. Little history action. Grandma, tell me a story. Opponent mulligans to 6, which is never bad. Fervent Champion also. That's pretty cool. Alright, so let's go Vantage Venerable Knight. Deck does feel somewhat similar to Merfolk. Deck does feel somewhat similar to Merfolk. Just lords and creatures, basically. You know, Merfolk's a blue deck. It is not a blue deck, though. It doesn't feel like a blue deck. Alright, so we get to go. We're going to shock here. And we'll Bodyguard up on the Venerable Knight. Play the old Fervent Champion. And Fervent Champion's very good. Obviously, we're used to seeing that card in mono red decks as like a pseudo Raging Goblin, but in an actual Knight deck, Fervent Champion is really, really good. Field of Ruin. Okay, so now we need to decide if we are playing History or not, because obviously they have a Wrath. It's pretty annoying. If our Venerable Knight will survive, though. I guess we're just attacking. We're not playing the Veteran, so let's just attack and see what happens. And they could have like a Zorius Charm also. They could like charm the Bodyguard and then Wrath, which is pretty bad for us, but let's target the Venerable Knight. Doesn't really matter either way, I guess. If they charm either one of these, we lose the protection impact, so they're just going to take this. Alright, so we are not going to cast anything. We're just going to play Temple Guard and say go. I think we're definitely getting Wrath next turn. So fielding me is fun. Go get our planes. They Wrath us. We still have a Knight in play. We get to play History. Ooh. No 4th land. Okay. We got our 6th land. We're attacking. Yeah, I mean, I would say they 100% have Verdict at this point. Given they have their hands 6 spells. Alright. Absolutely not casting a spell here. Not only because they're just playing a creature in a Verdict, but because they have probably a counter spell too. So Cycle Censor. Okay. Now they're at 4, and they can't play Absorb. So I'm pretty sure we just cast Inspiring Veteran and kill them. Even as if they have an Azorius Charm or a Seal Away, they will live. But if they don't, or if they have that and we play Veteran, they're dead anyway. So all right, sweet. A little lucky. A little lucky that they had no Wrath in game 1 and they just missed their 4th land drop in game 2, but hey, we'll take it. You know, part of the allure of playing an aggressive deck is that you just put a lot of pressure on them, and if they don't have it, they die. That definitely happens sometimes, you know. 2-0 so far. Your deck live. Schmibble's Pioneer Knights deck. Remember, folks, check out my new shirt. ColasParallel.shop. It's me. It's me. Check it out. The Pile Drivers. ColasParallel.shop. Promo code Jim10. Check it out. Colas has a bunch of great shirts. Super high quality. Super comfortable. And, yeah. Yeah, for sure, Riley. For sure. I assume you had a Wrath in your hand in game 2 and just didn't have the 4th land. We had a History and the Lord we were holding back. But yes, Colas, check it out. Promo code Jim10, 10% off your order. Also check out the Hex Holder. That's right, the Hex Holder storage solution for when you're finally allowed to go outside again. That's right. Holds four double sleeve decks. Holds your playmat, your Zibby, your hand sanitizer, pad, pen. Check it out. Thehexholder.com. Promo code Jim10. Smart to play nothing. I would have got to Surveil for a land. Yeah, there's no point in playing anything in there with the Wrath coming and just the ability to let you cast spells. So, good games, Riley. Good games. Where's our opponents at? Check out Cardboard Live. The overlay you see on screen right now that makes it super easy to watch and enjoy Magic on the internet. Cardboard Live. If you're a content creator, please get involved with them. Email James. Get in the beta. Cardboard Live is honestly changing the way we watch Magic on the internet. Cardboard.live. Check them out. I guess we'll just do all the promos. One more promo to go. BCWSupplies.com. Number one source for all your game supply needs. Go get the Elite 2 deck guard sleeves. Best sleeves in the market. Not close. Shuffle great. Inexpensive. You can buy a 5-pack of 100 sleeves each. 5 packs for less than $6 a pack on BCWSupplies.com using my promo code Jim10. I like the mulberry matte fronts. It's my personal choice. Also, lockers are great. I've been using their gear for the last 4 years, and I wouldn't use anything else. Just phenomenal stuff. Check it out. BCWSupplies.com. Promo code Jim10. Sir Phil, 13-month resub. Thank you so much, Phil. Appreciate it. How's it going? It's going great. We're playing some Knights. It's a Sunday. We're relaxing. I have some Pez. When I'm feeling a little famished. A little Pez. I stole them from John. Don't tell him. Won the die roll. Going first. No 1-drop is kind of lame, honestly. Like, this hand's not bad. I mean, it's double Lieutenant, Veteran, and Worthy Knight. We're going to keep. Wish we had a land. Opponent keeps 7 also. We should have 1-drop. 1-drop or land, I guess. So we're drawing to most cards in our deck that are good, so. Well, I could draw land into 1-drop. That is the ideal scenario. And it'd be either or, you know. We have a lot of each, so really is pretty reasonable. Spire Bluff Canal. I would say the card Wild Slash is very good. Oh, nope, never mind. And they're playing the Ensoul Artifact deck. Should be okay for us. Alright, that was not a land or a 1-drop, so not cool. Although I guess drawing a land and playing the Marshal now is actually pretty cool. Let me draw another land. We can go Veteran into Lieutenant. Yes, he beat Blue-White. We jammed in game 1 and a mulligan at 5. They didn't have Verdict. And then game 2, they had Verdict most likely, but didn't play a 4th land. So, lucky us. Ghost Fireblade. Where are the creatures? Oh, there's a creature. Emery Lurker Valak. Emery is good, but I'd rather them have a slow card advantage card than a fast start, because we're going to probably overpower them. So, we are currently 2-0. That is a lot of Ghost Fireblades. Alright. Land, please. Runner. There's one. We're going to name Knight. We're going to cast Benalish Marshal. And we're going to put a whole bunch of power in play. Make a token, attack for 3. And next turn, I mean, we can just do literally everything. We're going to put so much power in play next turn between the Knight, the Marshal, the Lords, and the Loxodon. Marshal plus Knight's pretty good. Being able to get a 2/2 for free when you play it, it's definitely kind of nice. Opponent's got access to Bowmat Courier, Ghostfire Blade, or Springleaf Drum out of their graveyard next turn, which is all fine. Opponent's going real slow, don't know why. Here's a good time to remind everyone to follow me on Twitter, though. Follow me on Twitter. @JimDavisMTG. Give me a follow. I've added a new weekly tweet to my tweet schedule. We do Zibby of the Week on Monday. We do Hand of the Week. Check it out. We do Hand of the Week on Thursday. I'm sorry, on Wednesday. We're going to be doing Throwback Thursday on Thursday. See? There you go. Use promo code to get 5% off and my token. All right, they're back. Go get them. So in Modern, was Bant Nightfall actually playable, and is it possible to be playable again? I think it was never playable, no. I think that Retreat to Coral Helm is an unplayable Magic card. What's up, Zibby? Zibby's having a nice lazy day, you know? He's just being a good hammy. Good job, bud. Zibby's not happy he has to go to work on a Sunday, but it's for a good cause, so he's cool with it. So they're going to target their Bowmat Courier for the Emery, which is fine. Bowmat Courier doesn't do great against blockers. They can make it a 5/5 with their Ghostfire Blades, but I don't think we really care, honestly. Miss Sinister, no problem, my friend. It's just a slow creature-based combo that in a world of much faster creature-based combos. Just don't think it's very good. And they're going to attack with nothing else going on. Just attacking with Bowmat Courier. I'm going to assume that they have a Shrapnel Blast. And their goal is for me to block with the human, trade with the Courier, and then blast the Marshal, I guess. And then the human will die as well. So, like, I suppose it's also possible they have, like, a Wild Slash. Should we block with the Marshal? I feel like the Marshal's dying no matter what. We really want the Marshal and the human in play next turn. But I think the Marshal's going to die to a Shot the Blast either way. Then we're going to block with the Marshal. If they have Wild Slash, so be it, I guess. I mean, we're dumb, but you could just take one also. I mean, not blocking Bowmat Courier is a pretty high cost. You know, they play another card. They out the next turn and draw 2 cards. It's certainly a very, very weird place. You know, this is they have 2 Ghostfire Blades. They've not equipped. They're attacking into our 2 larger creatures. There's certainly something awry here. I don't know, Zippy. What do you think? Some day drinking for Zibby. I'm just going to take it. Our turn next turn is really good. I don't know what they're up to. I assume it's Shrapnel Blast, but they may give us priority to use our Venerated Loxodon on Marshall, so... Alright, retrieve a land. Awesome. So, we're going to go Inspiring Veteran, Lieutenant, Loxodon. They 100% have Shrapnel Blast, so... see if they can not kill my thing. I don't think it matters, actually. But so get a token. Of course, the tokens are not knights. They are humans. So they get pumped by Lieutenant, which is cool. And then every creature of a deck besides Loxodon is also a human. So Lieutenant's basically a nice little free roll. All right, let's get a token for that. Bump that up. Play Thalia's Lieutenant. Lieutenant. Pump everything, and if they don't kill my Marshal in response, I get to convoke off the Marshal, attack for 4 with the Worthy Knight, which is great. Alright, so we called it. I assume they're killing the Benalish Marshal. Okay, they are. So that's dead. This comes in, pumps everything, and then we're just going to play the old Venerated Loxodon, which adds 9 power to the board, and a blocker for Bowman Courier, and we get to Lieutenant next turn. It's act for a bajillion. Must be double queuing, because they are going very, very slow. I don't know why they have an F6'd, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So next turn we're going to have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27. 27 power next turn. 27 power. Elephant Knight. It should be a Knight, right? Why is it a Cleric? In what world does an elephant become a Cleric? Probably in the PTQ also? Yeah, probably. In what world does an elephant become a Cleric? So yeah, not the fastest start from them. Emery's cute and all, but not really, not really getting ahead of this. Yeah, I guess Ravnica. I guess that's true. You got me. Loxodon Warhammer is pretty tight. All right, so they're gonna pants up their Bomac Courier. I think we're gonna pretty happily take 5 here and mash for a bajillion, and try to put ourselves to not dead to a double shot in the blast. I think that's our goal. Taking 5 here is not a problem. And they have to block with like the world next turn, so no blocks. We'll have Lieutenant to block next turn, which is pretty cool. Another Worthy Knight? Okay, well, we're going to 10. I mean, they're just going to, like, I don't even know. Play Worthy Knight. Make token. Make a human. Pump that. That's pretty cool. I didn't even consider that. Another human comes into play. Pump that. Play this. Now I need to, like, block with Mutavault and Emery. So if their hand's exactly double shot in the blast, we lose. But whatever. They might even just be dead. I haven't done the math. They block 2 things. They take 5, or 4, 8, 12, or 14, 15, 16. Yep, it's exactly lethal. 17, turn 5 kill. Boom shakalaka. Maths are blockers. No math here. You know math, go watch Ross's stream. Our math is the law of large numbers. We have a lot of large numbers. A lot of large numbers. Coming in. And they scoop. A little scoop lag. Not going to lie, we're kind of crushing today. And it's going pretty well. So we're going to bring in 2 copies of Knight of Autumn. I kind of wish we had more of those, honestly. And 2 Declaration Stones. And what are we cutting here? What do we want to shave? We definitely want to go fast. It's possible that History of Benalia isn't really good enough. It's a little more of a grindy card. We don't really need to grind. I guess Venerated Loxodon. I mean, Loxodon's, like, obviously pretty great. Declaration, Knight of Autumn. It does leave us tapped out in theory. And all our stuff's already bigger than theirs anyway. I don't know. Definitely not cutting a company. Like, history is really good. But I'm going to cut 3 history and 1 Loxodon. Just try and get it as low to the ground as possible. We have a little interaction here with Knight of Autumn and Declaration in Stone. And I don't think we really need to, like... I think if we just play stuff, we're going to kill them. So I'm not totally sure, honestly. But we'll see. We'll see. Knight of Autumn should obviously be very, very good. I can see more Knight of Autumn in the board. It's a pretty sweet card. Definitely a fan of Knight of Autumn. Alright, not nearly as good of a hand here. We do have our Worthy Knight into Benalish Marshal start, which is a really, really good start, but we just can't keep this 5-land hand. This hand's just too gross. If we had a company also, or some sort of like card like that, that's like a bunch of cards in one, history fills that role too, but this hand's just too bad. We're gonna mulligan. This is definitely better. We're gonna keep this. We'll ship the Fervent Champion. You draw some lands, but the Ghostfire Blade on turn 1 again. All right, and Ornithopter, sure. Scrybug. Alright, well, I'm a little concerned this game, honestly. We're going to fall behind. They have an Ensoul Artifact on 2 here. Our hand's not really, we can't cast half our spells. We only have 2 lands. It's a little scary. It's a little scary. Might need to draw a removal spell, which we only have 4 of. Yes, no, maybe. Yeah. Alright, Flying Scissors on turn 2. Pretty good. Think we might be in trouble here. And oh my god, just hit F6 opponent. For the love of God, why are you stopping in our upkeep? Let us draw our card. Just want to see what we draw. Why are you like this? One of the downsides to playing on the weekend is players often double queue, where they'll play in one of the scheduled tournaments on the weekend, challenges, PTQs, and then play stuff between rounds, and then end up getting caught playing 2 matches at once. So it's kind of annoying. All right, that's just a double Scrybug. That's just not okay. We can't be double Scrybugging here, all right? That's just not how things work. All right, so pretty poor hand for us. We've not drawn well out of our mulligan with a bunch of uncastable cards, so probably looking like a game 3 here, which is fine. Just fine. We'll be on the play. We're just dead in 2 turns in the air. So we got to draw, I guess, Declaration in Stone exactly, or we're dead. Nope. All right. Obviously not the best hand for us there. Not the best hand for us. Our mana base is not perfect. We need green sources for company, and then early red sources for champion, and all white sources for marshal. And the allied color mana is not great, so our green-white lands could be a little better, with Sunpetal Grove and stuff. But, we get Mana Confluence in our deck, so we'll just run it back. It just is what it is. Game of Trials doesn't even seem that bad against them. That's pretty bad, though. Company is very powerful, though. Company into 2 Lords, which we have a ton of, is really, really good. And the Knight of Autumn is pretty good, too. So, definitely, there's a cost. There's a cost to playing green. But I'm sure the straight red-white mana is probably very, very good. You have Foundry, Vantage, Battlefield Forge. You can play the Nightland, the Mardu Nightland. Oh, man. Why have these hands been so awkward? This hand can cast all of our spells. It just, doesn't really... It's got 4 lands in it. No 1-drop. I guess we're going to keep. I don't love it, but... Where Horizon Canopy at, you know? What does everyone think? Keep or mulligan? The Horizon Canopy land cycle in a standard legal set. And just being a thing across most of the formats. Flooding sucks, you know? For a deck with 12 1-drops, you sure are bad at drawing them. Keep or mulligan? Canopy lands in standard and basically everything. That was a really good draw. Alright, now we're in good shape. Name Knight. Now our hand's much, much better. Like, anything that makes you not flood is pretty awesome. Don't want to have mono red decks to have access to redraws from flooding. I mean, flooding sucks, you know? It's one of like the crappiest things in Magic. Alright, so they have a Ensoul here. They don't, thankfully. They don't. Wow. Rending Volley? That's really good against us. Alright. I mean, Worthy Knight was really good, but we still have a bunch of lords and things, so I guess better there than better on Marshal. I mean, colorless Horizon Canopy land is much, much different than two-color untapped dual land on turn 1, you know? That's my biggest problem with mana fixing in Standard, is that very often they're tap lands. You know, they're scry lands, cycling lands. I just like lands that come into play untapped on turn 1. I think the fast lands are the perfect lands and should be evergreen in Standard at all times. That's how I feel. Alright, drawing a 1-drop is nice. I mean, we're just going to play Marshal here, so... Drawing Company would be nice. Marshal, Marshal, Marshal. Don't Rending Volley me again, opponent. Don't you do it. Heat Flash, resub. Welcome back, my friend. Thanks so much. Sunday stream. Venerated Bodyguard. It screws up our curve for next turn. So we have a 3-drop and a 2-drop and 4 lands. So this allows for us to go Veteran Lieutenant next turn, which is a much better curve. Ooh, wow. They have a Ensoul for the Citadel. That sucks. Really missing this Worthy Knight. The whole point is I don't like tap lands. You know, I think that designing good duels that come in untapped on turn 1 is huge. The Port Town cycle tried to do that, but just aren't good enough. If I have Phoenix experience in Pioneer, I do not. I do not at all. Ryan Overturf is the person to talk to you about that. Alright, so we're already at 11. Another veteran. Pretty good hand for them. Pretty good hand for them. You can go like Veteran Lieutenant here. Act for a good chunk. Chump block the Ensoul with Lieutenant and just go Veteran Bodyguard next turn. This stinks as shock, but... We're basically stuck blocking the Citadel every turn for the rest of the game, so... We need to like kind of plan our strategy around that.
Okay.
What's up, Toots?
I came to say hello.
So say hi.
To your knights. Nice 5/5. You don't even need the soul artifact for that.
Everyone's hi to Nicole.
Yes, everyone say hi to me.
Hello. Hello. They have 3 cards in hand. Oh god, they have Animator too. Alright, I think we're in trouble, folks.
Oh no. Don't die.
So they're at 15. And we're dead in 2 turns. Yeah, I mean, we just draw a draw a removal spell here. This is a pretty good hand from them. They had the interactive piece as well as a very fast clock. I guess it's turn 4. And they're going to leave the 5/5 back. Wow. Means they probably have, probably have Strap Blast too. I think we're dead, folks. Yeah, we're dead. Alright.
You can cast everything.
You can cast everything. Yeah, alright. I mean, we didn't draw our sideboard cards, which kind of stinks. I wouldn't mind having more Knight of Autumns, realistically. Which obviously be very, very good in this matchup. And the card's just fine, but, I mean, we just couldn't kill anything. And they did a better job putting power in play than we did. We also didn't know 1-drops either, but, so. If they had killed our Worthy Knight, we might have been able to go nuts enough to kill them, but c'est la vie, c'est la vie. Ryan Overturf plays a lot of Phoenix and Pioneer. Can I help you?
I've come to rob you blind.
Yeah, what else is there? Lieutenant?
Oh, you know, so what is this?
It's my Pez. It's John's Pez. I'm going to eat it.
Caught you.
Go ahead, tell him. I'll fight him. He's like 9. I can take him. Beat him up and take his Pez. Yeah, Knight of Autumn probably should have more of those on the board. Don't throw my Pez. You're going to crack them.
I mean, it tastes the same broken.
No, it doesn't.
I'm gonna break you.
Leave my Pez alone, alright? These are my Pez. I'm gonna eat them right now, actually. Look, I have orange Pez. Check it.
At least you chose the worst flavor.
I like orange.
Yeah, you would.
Naya Knights. Your deck live. 2-1 for Schmibble.
Poll time. Orange is the worst flavor for everything. True or false?
That is not true.
I feel like
yellow is the worst flavor for everything.
Yellow is not. Lemon is so good.
Yellow is definitely the worst flavor.
The only thing that's good in orange is Tic Tacs because it totally. Tic Tacs are supposed to be like breath fresheners, but orange Tic Tacs are just candy. Like they actually don't do anything for your breath.
They make it orangey.
Cherry is that's not even close.
Cherry is the worst or best?
I love lemon.
Cherry is not bad.
Lemon
grape is the
Italian
best.
ice.
I love grape. Yeah, yellow is the worst Starburst color. It's the worst Pez color. Yes, it is.
It is not. Orange is definitely worse Skittles.
ASMR. Oh, open the Pez container. You're gonna sleep real good tonight. Oh yeah. ASMR. Go on first. Let's go.
You know what, Captain? You're probably right. All candy is just good.
All right, so stand's pretty great. You can draw some lands, but
Well, you have fun.
you're doing the EX raid.
Yeah.
Go catch me, whatever it is.
Gigimon something.
It's a Digimon.
It's a Digimon.
So is that a crossover?
No.
Digimon Go.
What is it?
I don't know what it is.
Regigigas or something. It has like.
Are you saying words, or are you just like?
It has like too many syllables in it. Regigigas.
Oh, it's like the Registeel, Regi, whatever, but it's like everything at once.
Yeah, I think so.
Regigigigigigig.
It's close enough.
All right, so Gong. The old Bell Striker. We can draw some lands quick. All right, play a veteran. Act for 2.
You have fun.
You need to draw lands.
I'll see you later.
You need to draw lands for sure.
Bye, Zibby. Bye, Chad.
All right, George. Nicole's doing. I have an EX raid thing today. Nicole's gonna take John and go do that. Gong. Wow. No land drops. Creature can't even block. Draw land, please. Damn it. Honestly, not that bad. If they have a Wild Slash, this defense is against it. Can't get blown out, which is cool. Digimon. Gotta catch him. Why would they do this in response to the bodyguard? Now I just target this guy. That was very smart. Oh, no, it's choose. Never mind. It's not target. They're right. They're right. When they're right, they're right. All right, let's draw land, please. This is a screw versus screw scenario. Soul Scar Mage, sure. So we're gonna hope they're not playing Goblin Sheen Whirler in their deck. Land. God damn it. All right. Well, I guess the knight and the bodyguard can attack. They can trade with the soul scarf. You know, it's not even good for us because like we want the creatures in play for Benalish Marshal. I think I'm gonna attack with the knight. They trade the soul scar mage for the knight. We can put the counter on the Fervent Champion, which is pretty good for us. So I don't think I want to trade bodyguard for soul. Yeah, I do actually. Yeah, whatever. Just attack. We draw lands for the rest of the game. I think we'll win for sure. You know, that knight, this knight, knight over here, knight over there. Bellstriker holding down the fort on defense. Zergo Bellstrikers are going to win the Norris Trophy this year. Just kidding, hockey's canceled. We drew a land. I think we're golden here, folks. No card that can kill the Marshal in a main deck. Wild / Fervent Champion, sure. Land or spell, happy next turn. All right, so pretty lame game there. Obviously, just enjoying lands, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Eating my Pez. How many packages of Pez is one serving? Like, you say to yourself, I like to eat some Pez candy. What is a serving size? Alright, let's bring Knight of Autumn. Fiendslayer Paladin. I don't think we want... This is packages, like the little pack. The little packages right here. How many packages is a serving size? And if you think it's less than a package, you're wrong. One packet, one serving. Well, what it says in the package is not realistic, okay? Like, Oreos say, like, you know, one Oreo is a serving size or whatever. 2 packets. What are we cutting here? We obviously want these cards. Fiendslayer and Knight of Autumn. We definitely want to lower our curve, too. I don't think you want Declaration in Stone. Venerated Loxodon is usually very good against red decks. But we're, like, not a white weenie deck. We're a little bit different than that. Benalish Marshal dies to, like, Lightning Strike and stuff. Maybe it's the Marshals. They are pretty beefy, though. Because, like, the Veterans almost seem worse because they died at Wild Slash. But we can't have too many threes in our deck. Worthy Knight seems good. Yeah, I mean, I want to cut the Veterans. I just don't want to lower my curve that much. 4 Marshal, 3 History, 2 Fiendslayer. I'm not sure, honestly. Maybe shave. Let's shave, like, 2 Marshals and 2 Veterans. I'm not really sure. It's like curve considerations, too. I'm not really sure, honestly. Let's try this. Just get back my run to the store. Godspeed you. Like, we can all agree that Pez dispensers are really stupid because eating 1 Pez at a time is, like, not a reasonable thing. You spend more time loading it than you do actually eating them. This hand's pretty awkward. We do have Fiendslayer Paladin and Worthy Knight, which is really good. Let me keep this. We have a tap land on 1, obviously, which kind of sucks, but we've seen Fiendslayer, History. We can just draw land. I'm going to keep this. It's a little risky. I'm going to keep it. Well, I have 5 Pez left. There they are. 5 left. Opponents of a tank. Here they go. On the play. Turn 1. Mono red. If you're tuning in, welcome to the stream. My name's Jim Davis. This is Your Deck Live. Crush them up and snort them. There you go. That's how you consume Pez. Alright, so unlimited limited. How many packages of Pez is in one serving size if you're going to snort them? Okay, that's a land. I would like to play Worthy Knight and other spells in the same turn. This is a pretty interesting end, honestly. We can just like suck it up, play Sunpetal Grove here on tap, tapped. Nothing we play can block the Soul Scar Mage anyway. I'm gonna play Sunpetal Grove. I'm not sure. I was not sure about these Fiendslayer Paladins. They're not pro-red. I thought they were pro-red. I had played them in my Saram Aura sideboard and they were really good, but I'm thinking about it now and just can't really block anything. So, alright, so they hit a Fiendslayer Paladin. Great. Well, now we're getting punished super hard for not playing things. They played Robert the Rich. So, if I had known that was in their deck, maybe I would have started playing things sooner, but yeah, I might have screwed this game up. Now I play Worthy Knight, and they just kill it. Yeah, I think we screwed this game up pretty bad. Should just play the Venerable Knight last turn. We're going to play this, they're going to stomp it. We'll play Fiendslayer Paladin, I guess. I mean, Paladin's pretty good, but I don't know. I feel like we screwed this game up. I'm not really sure. Anyone else absolutely hate the Pokemon lands? I mean, I think that they're like, I don't really like them, but they're fine. Whatever. Robert the Rich is common in Pioneer. Don't recall seeing Robert the Rich that often in Pioneer. They've hit 2 spells off of the robber so far, which is definitely not good. Benalish Marshal. Marshal. Alright, I'll play Fiendslayer Paladin. Blocks robber. We are crushing Ross, absolutely. The way it should be. Abbott reveals. Ramanap Ruins, lucky. Ansosphere, sure. Fervent Champion. Love to have this thing in play. Man. Alright, I guess we're going to History. These 1-drops aren't really affecting this board super well because they have the Prowess creatures, so play History, sit behind Fiendslayer Paladin. Paladin holds back Robber. They have a couple spells here. We're in trouble with all the Prowess creatures, but wow, no attacks. Good draw, too. Worthy Knight. Alright, yeah, I mean, we'll just ship the Worthy Knight, play a Knight, and say go, and just keep building this board up. I think building a board certainly favors us. We're going to play Venerable Knight, because the other guys have haste, obviously. Can't really attack into this board. Their Prowess creatures are pretty good, but we'll see what happens next turn as far as what they kill. They're not going to kill anything. All right. So, I mean, they have all spells in their hand. They haven't been playing lands. And they're playing Abbott and Robber, meaning they're definitely a lower curve deck. So they're not playing like Glorybringer and stuff, probably. Okay. That's pretty good. Um, in response to History of Benalia going off, they're going to Lightning Strike my Worthy Knight. Pump the Prowess. And now we have many options. They have one other spell. They're going to have 3/4s. But our Knights do bash through that pretty well. And I kind of want to play... I think I want to play Venerated Loxodon this turn also. I think that both Knights will survive combat if I attack. So let's attack with our Vigilance Knights and set up for a Loxodon with History also. It's near lethal, but they have like a Wild Slash and they can pump their stuff. I don't know. Maybe I could be a little more aggressive here, but I think we're like flush with really good cards. And I guess they don't have any wizards in play. Like Wizard's Lightning or something. I don't really know, honestly. But it feels like we're like way ahead without risking it. So, alright, they do that. Just play another History. And then we get to play Loxodon. So we just have 2 Great Blockers, and they're just pretty dead. Alright, yeah. Very weird game. I mean, what do they have in their hand, right? Like, they just have a bunch of spells in their hand, they just can't cast them? Or maybe they are playing a bigger red deck. It doesn't really make sense to me. Maybe their hand was like all Hazards and Chandras or something? I don't really know. Very strange game. Very strange game. 3-1, we'll take it. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. My name's Davis. This is Schmibble's Pioneer Naya Knights deck. We are 3-1. We're also raising money for charity, my friends. That's right. How are we doing so far? Oh, we're doing awesome. Oh, we're crushing Ross into the ground. This is great. We're raising money for judges. Obviously, events are canceled. That sucks for us as Magic players, right? But we're paying to play in these tournaments. The reality is that judges are getting paid. This is their job. So, with all the events canceled in the next few months, Britt and Andrew got together with Ross Merriam, and they asked me to join as well, to raise some money for judges, basically. So, to help them out a little bit in this time of need. Obviously, the world's kind of going upside down at the moment, and it's tough out there. So, judges are great. Our community could not exist without them. Funny judge story. I'll tell a funny judge story if we hit 500. I'll tell a funny judge story. All right, so we're doing great here. Y'all are awesome. If you do donate, please let me know. I'll put it on the screen, as you can see right to the left of me. And yeah, you guys are awesome. Thanks so much. Let's beat Ross. Let's beat Ross. The world's not upside down. Human society is. Well, that's part of the world. So 4-1 on the line. We are currently 3-1. We are crushing with our Knights. Crushing. Let's go. Yeah, I think Fiendslayer Paladin's not too good. Let's go. Big win here. Big win. Go for that 4-1. I don't know why we can't draw 1-drops. It's actually kind of weird. But we have Knight into Marshal again, so, and a company and lands. We're going to keep. We just can't draw any 1-drops in our deck. Alright, so Worthy Knight into Benalish Marshal is pretty awesome. What you up to over there? Watery Grave. Ooh, we might get our Dimir Inverter test here. No, yes, no. Blue. Black. Thoughtseize. Alright. I mean, our hand is okay against Thoughtseize. It's not great. Love to see a 1-drop off the top here. We got 12 shots at it. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Let's go. If you haven't followed the stream with that follow button, of course, watching on YouTube, make sure you follow on there. Goodbye, Inspiring Veteran. Interesting choice. 1-drop. Damn it. Taking Inspiring Veteran over Worthy Knight and Marshal and company. That makes me feel like they have more discard spells. because both Marshal and Company seem better than Inspiring Veteran. Taking my thoughts. Taking my thoughts. Alright. I was right. Thoughtseize number 2. Now they mulliganed on the play, so trading 1 for 1 is not the worst thing for us, though we need to draw spells. Imagine our company is... Imagine we're not casting Company this game. Just going to throw that out there. There's no way they would be taking these cards and not have answered Company, so... 1 drop. God. I mean, obviously they're probably going to kill this and make us feel bad about this, but I'm pretty sure we're going to rock it. End step. Opt, sure. Right on time, right on time. I imagine we're getting Thought Erasured or Thought Seized or something here. Or they have a fast combo. Or they're going to let us untap. Why give us hope, you know? Why not just kill it on their turn? Why give us hope? So rude. Hello. Well, only 2 cards left in their hand. And red, please. Let's go. Concept. Errata, Monastery Spear, so she's a knight. Wouldn't be very good in this deck. We have no spells. You know? Fervent Champion. Much better. Much better. Knight, is Knight the correct creature type? Since all my knights are also human, but all humans... You might actually be right. I don't think it actually matters, but naming human might actually be better. Because Thalia's Lieutenant is a human. Burgraf, resub, 4 months, welcome back. It's pretty funny. This isn't a knight deck, this is a human deck. Masquerading as a knight deck. I'll have to glance at the creatures, but you're probably correct that human is the actual correct name. Thought Erasure. Told you. Did I not say that this is going to happen? Did I not say that? Let's get a Thoughtseize bug here, please. Can we do that? Is that possible? A little Thoughtseize bug. They bin Castle Vantress. They have 1 card left in hand. Alright, no Thoughtseize bug, but... That's why we shouldn't have cut the Steel Leaf Champions. We can't play Steel Leaf Champion, Schmibble. You can't do it. Alright? Everyone has to tap for green. Can't do it. They print Cavern of Souls and some other like 5-color land, then maybe, but I know you love Steel Leaf Champion. There were Steel Leaf Champions in this deck from the original list that I changed because you can't play Steel Leaf Champion with 6 planes and 4 Sacred Foundries. Just not gonna work. You know? What you got? Opponent? Are you dead? Just casting 5 Thoughtseizes, taking all my cards. Just trying to play my cards, you know? Greed is good. Not really. There's greed, and then there's just like, actually can't cast your spells. And actually can't cast your spells is not very fun. Alright, so here comes the inverter. So their deck's going to be Thoughtseize, Thought Erasure, Drown, Opt, Land. So not a very good deck. And we should be able to kill them before they can Oracle us. So, hello, you're dead. You're dead. That's up. Here. And here. And you're dead. Boom. There we go. Sorry, Inverter of Truth. Sorry, Inverter of Truth. So, not too shabby. Not too shabby. We're going to bring in some pro-black creatures and some planeswalkers. And Gideon of the Trials, very good against them. Means they can't combo kill us, and it can stop. It can bubble the 6/6. I would say we also want Knight of Grace. What do we not want here? What are we not interested in? It's obviously possible they have Master Move, but it's probably likely it's more of the Cry of the Carnarium variety. Venerated Loxodon is pretty cool. All of our cards are pretty sweet, honestly. I don't know if I cut anything. Let's double check it. So human, 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 human. Alright, so in theory, our Unclaimed Territory should name human, not knight. Although it's almost completely irrelevant. Because we would need to draw both of them. And no other lands to cast to not be able to cast Thalia's in it. So what are we cutting here? What are we cutting? Maybe Lieutenant. They have a lot of removal spells. Like the things that cost more than 2 are less fatal pushable, so the Marshals again feel pretty good. Sort of Loxodons. Also, I'm going to cut a land against the Thoughtseize deck. Land, 2 lieutenants, and I mean, History is great. Gideon's great. Marshal's pretty great. I could cut a Loxodon, because it could be a little awkward, but alright, we'll shave a Loxodon. I don't love it. I don't love it. You can't push the 4/4, but it could be awkward in theory, so. Morning, Plasma. How's it going, everyone? Welcome. If you're tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, Reroll? Thanks for following. Appreciate that. Any movement here to 500 for the story? Nope. Nope. We hit 500 thanks to my donators, and I will tell you a story about judges. It's a fun story. Opponent mulligans to 6 again, and unfortunately, we're going to join them. I hate mulliganing against Thoughtseize decks, but we cannot keep a 5-lander, so. It's basically the same hand, I guess, but whatever. We're going to keep. Rest in Peace, not good. Not really. It makes Dig worse, and then it makes them need to combo in 1 turn, but they can combo in 1 turn guaranteed and kill you, so I don't love it. Opponent mulligans to 5? Wow. Wowzers. Venerated Loxodon not looking too great in this hand, but, you know, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Knight of Grace looks pretty sweet, barring a Thoughtseize. Alright, so we're on 6, they're on 5, they're on the play. Fabled Passages here. 1 drop, please. Did it. Go get him, buddy. There only are 4 or 3 playable knights in these colors that are 1 drops. So we're playing all of them. Playing all of them. And no thoughts. All right, our hand's pretty gassy, which is nice. I get censored here. We're going to cast our Knight of Grace. Our hand's pretty censorable regardless, so. Can't push that one. Oh, yeah, you love to see it. You love to see it. Let's go. Got a beefcake hand here. Definitely History next turn. You want to keep the Gideon in the chamber, I think. Although it does make it more vulnerable to discard spells. I don't know, it's weird. It's hard to know if it's safer in play or in the graveyard, but. Ooh, that's pretty good too. Alright, let's attack. History or Gideon. Censor's still a possibility, so. Just history. History is also better for Loxodon stuff. Tell me a story, Grandpa. And they don't push the knight. I guess we want to get the Gideon down before they play Inverter, though. Because otherwise they can just attack it. I can't bubble it and make an emblem. That might have been wrong. I might have screwed up. Oh, never mind. They played Jace. Alright, so we draw land. Yeah, we're going to play Gideon. We could play like Marshal and Convoke Loxodon. That's a lot of power. But that is pretty tempting. I don't know. That's pretty tempting. Marshal attack for 3, Venerated Loxodon. The problem is they have a basically any piece of interaction screws that up. Yeah, I'm going to resolve the Gideon. If we want to Gideon Convoke, it requires us to make it a creature, and I want to make an emblem right now. So we're just going to attack. We are attacking for a bunch next turn anyway with the history, so is jump blocking? Wow. It's interesting. Oh, sure. So if we tried to go for the Marshal Loxodon play, we got blown out. So not upset we didn't do that. Thoughts on why new Elspeth doesn't see play? It's just not very powerful. It's like it's okay, but it just doesn't really affect the game that much. Where you're right that the repetitive effect of it is pretty good. I think Escape is an insanely good mechanic, but it doesn't really do enough. It can't always kill itself, which is awkward. It's just like a very medium card. It's very medium in everything. Alright. So they're doing nothing here. That's pretty interesting. Well, our history's going off. Vantage. Pump the buddies. Play Marshal. Elspeth can always kill itself, can it? Oh, I guess you can -1. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. You can't always kill it for it can always kill itself for good value, but yeah, you're right. It can. I'm being stupid. 5 to N. I mean, this is just a lethal attack. I think it's a block. Maybe do something. It's indestructible, right? Yeah. We could just cast Loxodon this turn, but that seems silly. So. All right. I mean, attack for 1,000,000, I guess. But yeah, it's just a very medium card, which I think is smart. I think having a busted recursive Planeswalker, in a climate where we've been dealing with Oko and Teferi and stuff, would not be ideal for sure. Not good optics there. So they're going to probably kill something and then flip Jace. Downfall my Marshal, sure. Flip Jace, take 8 here. And they can flashback a Downfall next turn. Actually, it's pretty bad. They can Downfall my Gideon. It's kind of annoying, but I mean, I think the design on Elspeth is pretty good in that it's playable but not busted, which is the way I like Planeswalkers to be. Like, there's almost no excuse for not playing Teferi Time Raveler or playing Oko Thief of Crowns in your deck if you're playing those colors. Whereas, a card like Gideon of Trials, you gotta have a purpose for putting it in your deck, which I think is much better Planeswalker design. Alright, what's up, opponent? You're at 6. You can flashback Downfall on Gideon, which is annoying, I suppose, but They're also dying to my board, which is good. They have 2 cards in hand. Yana, 6 months, bruh. That resub, bruh. 6 months, welcome back. Best walkers in sealed formats like Cube. It depends on the power level of the Cube, but Escape is a very good mechanic in long games, which sealed games usually are. So I can buy that. Opponents have a tank here. Tanking it up. What do you think, opponent? What we got here? Jace plus? Wow. Interesting. Alright. Draw. Fervent Champion. It's pretty good. I don't think I want to go for Jace. Like, perhaps they have another Hero's Downfall in their hand? Party up, right? Like, pretty sure any card that could kill Gideon as a creature would also kill it as a planeswalker, so we just ship here, attack them. Let's forget about Jace. We have Loxodon post-combat. There's no damnation in the format. Roast and Toast resub, welcome back. A lot of suspense here, opponent. A lot of suspense. What are we doing? Why not attack with Knight of Grace? Why should I attack with Knight of Grace? We want to convoke it with Loxodon. They're going to destroy target monocolored creature in Fervent Champion. Okay. This has them still dead on board. They have another removal spell here. Scoop lag makes games so anticlimactic, it's unbelievable. Don't know if the game is over. The game is over, sure. All right, 4-1. So if they have 2 removal, they still die. What's like pump the thingy? 2, 4, 1. I think that matters. Sweet. So there you go. 4-1. Naya Knight just running people over. Deck felt pretty sweet. A lot of lords. Happy with the companies. Happy with the 2 Loxodons. Happy with the Worthy Knights. They were really, really good. Mana base is fine. It's not great. It's definitely not the best mana base of all time, but it's certainly functional. Love to have a little flood insurance, but not really possible. As far as sideboard, want more Knight of Autumn for sure. Don't think it's close. I think Fiendslayer Paladin kind of sucks. Boros Company Knights. I mean humans. Knight of Autumn is not a human. Not a human. Alright, so yeah, I think Paladins go. I think that Knight of Autumn takes the place. Still good against mono red, and then just like fine. Just, much better in other matchups where killing artifacts and enchantments actually matters. Maybe 4 is too many. Definitely like Knight of Grace against the black decks. We could do that. Game of Trials, Ally was good, and we need our combo hate cards. Didn't play against combo. Yeah, I don't know what I would change here. Honestly, everything feels very reasonable. Like there only are so many knights you can play. I guess like you could go a little more human-y. Champion of the Parish in this format. No, not Steel Leaf Champion. Get out of here. Not you. It is not. It is not. Okay. So this company into Knight of Autumn ever relevant against Underworld Breach? We never played against Underworld Breach. So, but yeah, deck seems sweet. Honestly, a single tier for your boy Steel Leaf. Listen, if your idea of Magic enjoyment is staring at a card in your hand you can't cast, I can't help you. All right, I can't help you. If they print more multicolored lands, maybe. I mean, you could maybe build this deck to be a green-white deck. The problem is the green-white lands all suck. So if there were better allied lands, if we had Razorverge Thicket and Brushland, and our mana base could be 4 Razorverge, 4 Brushland, 4 Temple Garden, 4 Mana Confluence, 4 Unclaimed Territory, sure, we can play it. But without that, with allied lands not being good and not enough duels, you just can't play Steely Champion. All right. Mono Green's great. If we can cast the card, we love it, but not when we can't cast it. So deck's super sweet, honestly. If you're looking for a fun aggro deck in Pioneer, this one hits pretty damn hard. Not gonna lie, hits pretty damn hard. So big thanks to Schmibble for the donation. Appreciate that very, very much. Nice clean 4-1 here, and hope you enjoyed the league. We got more leagues to play, but that's it for this one. So if you're watching on YouTube, look for those other episodes of Your Deck Live in a different video, all right? YouTube folks, please take a second, like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe. I love you all. I love you all. Worthy Knights right here. Acclaimed Contender is more of a card advantage card than a aggressive card, and we already have a lot of good 3s. So if the format got really grindy, I could see Contender being okay, but I think the cards we have here are just better, realistically. Love you, YouTube.